You were a special 5 minutes. You just love it. Right after 9. Inti Koswana Adom TV. Na share bedroom. So you know papa de bound. Adom City Estate. Simenka say one 3-bedroom and a 2-bedroom detached and a semi-detached and executive detached 3-bedroom one from 300,000 cities upwards. So when you die, waka said that very perfect. 24-hour security service. Ensure the kanya any suku ne post station ne akwan wasem the problem be anywhere. Only Adom City Estate focus on 0308 250068. No, what you mean, Kasa. One email no info@adomcityestate.com. Website is www.adomcityestate. No, what you mean, what I think na bibia ko kama ediama. One other Monday to Friday. One decide media to din say Mpensenpensemu ede ebrain. Mamema Deputy Minister Education era in T4 Joe Mema Yako in T4 Joe Mame, right? Yeah. The Minister in T4 Joe Mame. Yaka say the radiator suffering Yako Kessiana. Na Minua Asigri on the 29th of this month. Ewo Rage Kumasi also Opapa Mr. Asigri. Shia ho na yakata de chikamu. Suhini, yes. Suhini. On the minimum of Muslims, and I just omit image. That's why. Minia Suhini, my radio gold friend, also my mema Yako Kesiepa, and NDC Abusi also because Mama Yako, Yama Sherry, IT, also Yako Kesieda with the bam. Yaba back, you finish him with lot of statements. Abba, with no other people, and then says Office of the Special Prosecutor, Eko Sutuda Namo, Ewo, a year, Yama Cecilia Dapa. Ne nsem no ho ana afi adisco for the no I'm sure say the latest abba no update no pending the final decision of the Board of Governors of GES. The culprit will be outrightly dismissed and will have to write his exams at WAEC. The victim will also be suspended and will write his exams with parental escort. The one who recorded the video will also be suspended externally for 1 week and also face internal suspension for another week. We are at this other college, Dioma ACC or updates on the man. Now, for the other students who were at the scene but did not intervene and also failed to report the incident will also face severe internal punishment. And the housemaster and his deputy will also be suspended immediately. That's when they've done it. Pending the outcome of the GS funding. GS, and so I express a serious appreciation for Anamontu at this company for the two. On this matter of Yamami Cecilia Dapa, the Attorney General, also Abem Wohanum say, police submit case docket on investigation into a case of stealing reported by Mr. Daniel Oseikufo and Honorable Cecilia Dapa to the Office of the Attorney General. And I read, following a case of stealing reported to the police by Mr. Daniel Oseikufo and Honorable Cecilia Dapa, former Minister for Sanitation and Water Resources, the police initiated investigations into the case, arrested some suspects, recovered some of the stolen items, and arraigned the suspects before court. Police have since forwarded the docket to the Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice for review and advice. Signed Grace Ansa Akrofi, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Director Public Affairs. And from the NDC, quickly, Mamen Kenkai Winsu Emao, NDC Fonso, Krata Wanachro, Onosusu se, Ekwanya, Eye MPP Amanyu Kuno, Ede, Eye Doma Hine, Fasono. Enye adia eye eniso. Just a minute na menkenka sakratano. So whilst me sakratano, mamema Honorable Collins eye Adom Mpensenpensemu mema na kwaba na afi mama eye nimnya mfoso lawyer eye Berma Twumu so akwaba. Honorable Collins upon say
akupon Adom me bema.
Ebeya Adom because muntimi for mo quorum and nobody is holding you guys responsible. It's with the excuse that Parliament work in a committee, but Moody Demo presidential candidacy. That's unfortunate.
Oh, I'm not too sure.
No, I know who you are. What the form no response number immediately. The Pagana for na fi queen. Because more money be to about team picture be say NDC amamboy for omo you know mine home and omo de omo kwa de omo so omo court. That's another matter we'll discuss. But no credit say more Pagana for na fi queen. So call me ntimi form. Is that the case?
Oh,
well, you honorable Collins, be I only to respond.
Quite a number of times. This was the first time I said the Yako Parliament will be sorry raising the issue of quorum.
We understand, but the times we find ourselves in,
this is not the first time.
Strange is a team form of quorum.
This is not the first time, but yeah, may sure say there should be reasons for that. I said okay, and we apologize. Yeah. To Ghana for say be matter about my same convoy adwuma o mrahye bedwum adwuma no so enye plenary ho nkwa na adwuma
aba
sometimes yeah na committee meetings cause up but it's important say you see me say directive bi aba say all committee meetings must start after 12
after 12
okay. Say the be all members of parliament no can be in the chamber for proceedings to start and sana about 12-1 will be able to me acquire no committee meeting.
Okay.
But I think it's no solve a problem. Because my finance committee say most of the times the committee meetings start at 9 o'clock. Okay. 9, 10 o'clock. You know, you realize most of us are there.
Okay.
But be that is me, you know, said the work no. Me jitum.
I apologize. Now, party will go there.
Bibi aboko.
Yeah, now kika show when I
Bibi aboko.
Let me come in.
Party will go.
Edward, you can now kika no watch show.
The American say committee meetings shouldn't have been run concurrently with plenary sessions.
But of course, that has been the practice.
But you're wrong.
That's been the practice.
You're wrong. That means I'm not here from the beginning. You're wrong.
That's been the
practice. I was committee should come after the plenary.
That has been the practice. Has been the practice.
So the plenary because you're hearing Crawford to come and move motions and ask questions and push second as well as for and even debate matters. That's why Brandon said, we hear a similar job was also part of their duties there. And I said that was number now should be after 12, which is quite okay. Yeah. Well, at least we first I was in the plenary, and after that, committee as well. Yes. And serious things beyond will take place first before any other thing.
Okay. That's the directive.
All right.
Apart from the problem,
I don't. Dr. Baumia, you are still supporting him?
Of course. Of course.
That's only the big winner, no?
Of course. Of course.
But
of course, I say all the others no are equally qualified. And,
okay.
We are in a campaign by August, I think August 26th.
But the Akika Kwele Metis one who has a special delegates background.
Oh, send ne papa mu no. If others feel say maybe they want to step down for so there be a special delegate. We all wait for November 4th.
Okay.
So I didn't special delegates in.
Oh, set the part Kono. The source I'm having it says in Kono be gang up. No more you back to face Dr. Baumia.
And what I'm hearing is not the ganging up. What I'm hearing is balloting. No, there was an issue. It be raised, petition be by, and what I'm hearing is that some of them want to step out of the race. Of course, any walk around now gauge the mood of the people. You feel say it's not necessary. Maybe some I'm hearing say we might step out and support other candidates. There's nothing wrong with that anyway.
I support in the Indian, so almost supported by me.
Okay. Support you don't almost support Baumia.
Or be over follow out being supported by me.
How Collins Adom meaning we so sure Dr. Baumia sir.
Oh, say a contest na echo.
Send the understand what
understand.
Yeah, just like said my other colleagues maybe so have a stand to support other candidates. I don't think there's nothing.
Dr. Baumia winning the national elections. Who hope?
I'm saying, let's cross this first hurdle. Okay. The hurdle is to be the candidate.
Okay.
And but
so the money who is a lawyer, and so running mates, about
and before
for Baumia.
180.
The education minister Aduchum
M1.
The majority leader a potential.
Okay.
Joe Seusu.
Bad.
And then Almighty Napo.
M1.
Nana Atuata.
At what I local government expert now. Central region. One go that into Moko Kenya bad.
Na at what?
And Americans one go central region that. MPP go central region that. Into a call this time and Kenya bad. Yen yatna wache. Yatna for about 4 times. I mean because of 4 times car meals Misata and then Madam Jennifer Kwadima.
Okay.
And one more for the first time and Kenya bad.
Okay.
But don't forget, say, anytime the MPP win elections, they win because of Central Region.
Anytime, yeah.
When we win elections, they win because of Central Region. So Central Region, mom, that full support, they win.
I see.
Yeah.
Then this is what you're saying.
What do you know? You see, whoever they fear, whoever they fear, they say, that means more party names will be. Baumia. Baumia, the media is a me come when I can pay by. Declaration is about me never. Baumia, but that's one. Mama, for you come to him.
Oh, really?
Kwabra.
Baumia, I mean, Kwabra. Upa transit before answer. Kwabra. Naga for Nanga, Kwabra. Yeah, Kwabato. What's about Baumia is the weakest for you? It's Bombay no union. Oh, na me Mr. Bible na make any one. Eh, it's Bombay the Bible no so. Say be am sorry be that. Who told me I will go far. You go far and try what they won't question na go. And try what they will be. We will talk about that. Professor come from once we will discuss that. But
I see.
Potential vice president. You will be how can I say Emwa. Oh yes, send this what is this?
Analysis at all.
Analysis ben on analysis ben on the tour.
Central region.
Analysis ben on the tour.
Yeah. I don't remember some, but over then I will people about that. Oh, I know. Me pass what I can say. Another no people party which I never tell. I need to stand there MPP. And that's all firm that woman running with her. But then you Jane by Madam Professor Jane. That's what I'm doing in this. Me say, my advice. I say mun dia futu. Team. So we dia futu dia me say. Wunim politics and no be any fan keke. Can the be win bia no. O hwe nipa no we do what the course analysis on the person na pose we. Say bo na podi eno so say mo. Okay, o say mo. Me say na pom. O say mo. Una wo ye me say na pom mo. O ba kato. You dey tena we. Mo ba wo dem mfa no am. Ye di ba na ide. Mo fa mra. Mo pa ye o so ye week. O na say me say am mo. Na nke so ye week. Na the boy na e fa ho. Na eba oh Zadi, you should be happy about some why you should be happy about that. Bible say mo pro o man wo mu ye yo. Mo ye yo.
Mo Dr. Manibwa Mary.
As then
Director of Elections.
Now what is the party? I'm a list of names.
No, someone already he's the one.
Maintain list be there. And the only don't say. Be there some about IT mo di ma wan. Yeah, fine maintain be there.
Minim say Jifa go.
They say who here NDC National Executive Chairman. What you are body at alternative jacket that was it. I was in the running mate by a body and out the board. I
even with the NDC running mate. The contention, and yes, I'm just that my bias is that I was Eric Opoku. But the question say, yeah, Mamma Valerie Sawyer, a woman. I like the scenario. And I will a supper. So these are not just speculations. These are people the party keeps talking to them on daily basis.
And they are giving you briefings.
Which is what you mean? But I'm saying that and I'm able to say and I'm telling him that Nipan Kuno Moko now die near 2 meetings on the part of the MPP. Petition him in same one Mokaka. It's not for public consumption. And Kamakachi on one. Who the Mekacho are due to say Dr. Manibwa passing line or sanction and YouTube now running mate. Dr. Manibwa is somebody I've known for long, from the time I was Deputy Environment and Science Minister. He knows me very well, I know him very well. But that time, I was with her. So what I say? 8 minimum. The competence level is not something that I doubt.
You make it a one. Me say party for let's be a Maya.
Okay.
But I'm not saying he cannot be director of elections.
Okay. So your man.
We're so fit and proper to be. That's what they say.
I deal with not a call. I don't sako for by Domadi. Domahini deal. No, Adam for by. Why did the party release on that? And I appear before Mpensenpensemu for a problem. Kakarana.
Or appear before the
judicial council na problem nana.
So why then?
Say uchi demokrata na almost say kwanya omude na fashion.
I didn't know appear before judicial council.
The comments now of making an appeal though.
Nti obi sere semete yi na me hu se ade bia me hia o ma hia wona betuma ya mame na me de tu anu sere wo se na me de pani o te parliament ye we bi ehia se won emprepia manfo Ghana fo no bi how between bana atom awrem na wotu na ne yansa enya wo ma hia ne so ko ba won na so na okon ba kono parliament for people ordinary Ghanaians who come to parliament and bring petitions to parliament. But we can be a minister of finance for WhatsApp. And I have the rules and how is for WhatsApp. And so no parliament, they can't tell parliament. Yeah, no, Boniana. You be so. I am for so.
The all before the judicial.
It's not about his appearance before the judicial committee. Me say. Since when the Bayer Bonnet will be the other side to be and make how and as I did him in the camp, what you mamma so that's it. Say no bonny, and I don't want on one here. Sankum, where did you? There are other chiefs who have spoken in that same line. There are other senior lawyers who have spoken on that same line. Minimum should come because you go to a former age, the Kaimara Blue. Former age. Woman you know not to send some be as some cronabia. I understand idea. Obi I don't me canaba ya when I police in joe. The way you said a coffee samba. Ebium so big cat was media Samina de paper mamma I come in front to me. Ebi I come back to Muha. And I didn't say. And trust what I got to work. So that's it was a minute to tell me be a media coming in the way, me man of it is true. And I I'm not too good in colors, but say brown. Is that what I say? But don't me blue and white. Me blue. That's what I say. So I mean, certain things are just it's not so strict or binding on somebody. Say me can't suffer from mommy. There's the phone here. And mommy, haven't Anna, Mama, as some no beside you. Say busy chroma than this. I didn't be mad. Now go beside. Yenya mrante mmom koto share court so bra court di asem mani fi adi o ma hene ma di vision dia nan vision dia nan menti bi mpani nsam da se court ti won edi asem na wanya Ghana for that memufo ti bo wura court wo ko yi pa yedi na asem di pi menti bi da as group was asem won na bi asi asem won na bi asi group o man yatia na yan kan po. And you must have to be a celib, you can't want some condemn every year. So the Emma Day, no, Casasa can be. And Casabia can be. Because it's a very worse action. Can become considered. As you be see. You see, and then you see what.
Okay, so
no, you can watch me. Age Granano, and Guantanoli on that matter.
Okay, so you share the tone of my statement, you know. And the person, Domahine, is a paramount chief, a lawyer, and a judge. So the National Democratic Congress has been reliably informed that the paramount chief of the Doma traditional area, His Royal Majesty Osajifo Siadio Yoajman Bedu II, is being persecuted by the Judicial Council over some public statements he recently made in his role as a traditional ruler. The revered chief, who doubles as Justice of the High Court in Ghana's judiciary, and known in private life by the name Justice Daniel Mensah, was recently hauled before a committee constituted by the Judicial Council and chaired by the Chief Justice Gertrude Araba Saki Tokonu over comments he made in respect of the ongoing prosecution of the re-elected Member of Parliament for Asin North, Honorable James Jechi-Kwesin. It will be recalled that at an event organized by the John Evans Atamil's Heritage in Sunyani a few weeks ago, the Venerable Domahine made a passionate appeal for the country to consider amending the existing legal regime on the ineligibility of dual citizens to be elected as members of Parliament, a matter of considerable public interest that is the subject of a bill currently before Parliament. On the criminal prosecution of the Asin North MP, the revered chief made a mere appeal to the Attorney General to consider entering a nollie prosequa in light of the overwhelming endorsement and re-election of James Jachikwesin by the good people of Asin North in the just ended by-election. It should be clear to every objective mind that the above stated comment by Domahini did not in any way prejudice any case pending before any court, nor did same breach any code of conduct of judges, as the comment related to the exercise of discretion by the Attorney General and not the court. The NDC therefore holds the view that the attempt by the Judicial Council to victimize the Domahini over the said comments is totally unacceptable. There is no gainsaying the fact that the harassment and victimization of the revered Domahini by the Judicial Council is being done on the express direction of President Akufo-Addo and his despotic MPP regime, who are hell-bent on having the Domahini punished over the harmless comment he made on the Jachikwesin matter. Indeed, the NDC views these actions by the Judicial Council as a continuation of the avalanche of coordinated attacks and disparaging remarks that were rained on the person of the Domahini by persons within the New Patriotic Party after the revered chief expressed his views. Notable among these attacks were threats and insulting comments made by the Minister for Trade and Industry, K.T. Hammond, the Majority Leader and Minister of Parliamentary Affairs, Osechi Mensabosu, and a leading member of the General Legal Council, Samu Kujeto, who used unprintable words on the chief and described his comments as senseless. It must be emphasized that the Domahini made the comments under reference in his capacity as a paramount chief, and for that matter, a custodian and promoter of culture, peace, unity and stability and development of the country. Like all chiefs in this country, the revered Domahini has a responsibility and right to speak on matters of public interest and to call on duty bearers to act in a manner that ensures societal cohesion and development. This is certainly not the first time a chief in Ghana has commented on this issue of public interest or made an appeal to the government or public servant to exercise his or her discretion in a particular manner. The actions of the Chief Justice and the Judicial Council in this matter constitute a brazen attack on the revered chieftaincy institutions and must be condemned by all lovers of democracy. Also, the latest conduct by the Judicial Council has deepened the ever-rising public perception that the judiciary under President Akufo-Addo has been weaponized to gag perceived critics of government. This has the potential to further erode public confidence in the judiciary if not halted. All well-meaning Ghanaians who are concerned about what appears to be a creeping culture of judicial harassment of innocent citizens, which is festering under the intolerant Akufo-Addo Bawumia government. We therefore wish to caution the Judicial Service, Judicial Council, not to allow itself to be used by the government to reintroduce a culture of silence in Ghana. The Council must guard against the growing perception that they are the institution that is tied to the apron string of the ruling MPP. While we respect the important role of the judiciary in our governance architecture in the judiciary, whilst we respect the important role of the judiciary in our governance architecture, the judiciary must in turn respect the rights of citizens to free speech as guaranteed by the 1982 Constitution, which is the supreme law of the land. The judiciary cannot seek to deviate themselves above Constitution and punish chiefs for voicing their concerns on issues of public interest. We also note that the disciplinary powers of the General Legal Council, on which known MPP figures serve, has often been used as a tool to harass lawyers affiliated to the NDC through frivolous disciplinary hearings. We demand an immediate cessation of this hostile posturing as it constitutes injustice against those affected. The NDC hereby calls on the Judicial Council to reconsider its apparent persecution of the Domahini. We wish to caution that should the Judicial Council proceed to harass and victimize the Domahini, the NDC will collaborate with other progressive forces and defenders of democracy to embark on a series of public manifestations to protest this creeping culture of judicial tyranny. And is signed Fifi Fiave Kote, General Secretary of the NDC. We okay with it?
Of course.
Good.
Of course. So they make no one okay.
But we okay with
it? It's a mere appeal. And I'm a pay.
All right.
So bit of French or coins or Srawadi. When I was work, I didn't anybody else around. What about and I'm fair.
So that's no big deal.
I mean, that's no big deal here. I don't see why this matter should even be taking up to some kind of the stream, getting comments from the people that you mentioned. Some Kuja too, and they chairman said, I don't know why they were so furious.
I will call it.
Who does it?
Yeah. This is the first time me take NDC for a release letter to
Judicial Council.
So the president
but they are dealing with the Judicial Council.
No, so that's what I'm talking about. No, it's a release. And I'm
to say
persecution.
The Judicial Council has invited the Doma.
It's coming across as persecution, not just the invitation.
That's their thinking.
Yeah.
And this for not being they say.
Doma say. Almost was.
They no matter. I'm surprised about this statement. Papa no Oye High Court judge. He's a member of the legal fraternity. It is regulated by the Judicial Council. Judicial Council will invite a member of their own fraternity for a discussion with the persecution. To the extent that you knew the content of the letter no.
They know. That's why
the content of the letter no. Judicial Service Council for the invited Papa. I am very sure say in that letter no, to the Doma
they will spell out.
Oman can say we are under the instruction of the president to invite you. So if you write a press statement. Now, the Judicial Council is under the direction of the president.
I would have to when I some of the
no, I don't have a problem. Maybe I told him say that communication. And your papa Mecca. But the statement from me and NDC for no, I'm finding it difficult to situate it. The president has instructed the Judicial Council to invite them.
Oh, did he say separate?
Pacho, reading. And listen very carefully.
It comes across as such.
It comes across as such. Read the statement. Read the statement.
So someone up officer.
What I'm saying is, me if it's but for yesterday, as someone okay, but for now, pay. Me read this very release statement. And I mean, Judicial Council, I invited one of their own. One of their own. Yes. He's a member of the legal fraternity. You see what has to say? That's a Judicial Council, a lawyer.
The bush for.
Also, persecution.
So we have already asked.
You trouble one about say. How best I don't need to make it donate.
But just NDC to true me Kadudana.
Yes, I'm trying to understand. They feel say
if you don't understand, don't worry. At the better you understand.
More information. More spell out. So that we can have a very serious discussion about it. Name which statement now say, oh, we believe, say your invitation is equated to persecution.
Oh, me
all kind of
no inference.
Court, boys be a court. I condemn it in all certain terms. But we equate it to the Martyrs' Day. Hey,
must say,
dear. What's the
70 years? Afibia ye kind ye bot chile say nye.
The same matters.
Okay? Ye bot na chi say nye no. To
the matters
because it's an evil act. E bin see that. I say be won say dey.
Okay, so you could try.
The question is see that. E be say
in simple terms e be see that. E be see that.
You better try and go see.
Every evil
my main cow said no kono pepe from Makacho say you be call live national lotteries. Now for game pack for Adom. Omo draws no Ebebaso this week, and all other days, but Bribia that shall say anopa no nkono na omo ne odi nhyiamu na premoto nso omo ne wadi nhyiamu na no nsia bo nso omo ne wadi nhyiamu the demu ni nyina no 3 times and ya ni hye ni nyina no e de bebro live from the national lottery ntia na no pay no nkuru pepepe na first draw no ya de bro
anapa de when you with me
anapa de when you be dey awia when dey awia dey be dey awia
and me so am father nice and
it's a first yes a tia for trouble. Okay, so not like opposite okay be just your brain to just
so you say I OSP ne I sika you say some of the better 5 hours na kind dey aka no nkopa no obra na so better as ya wo kromo a
there na wo bi
and
people back what see from special prosecutor bem attorney general bem you say there na ma wo bi
attorney general ba no bem ma mentire no na me tie me amesi nia I tiwa yeboa deputy what say I say you see attorney general abamu not on Cecilia da Pasi kasam eguni dem ayakohu
but in mofra
and kwala no ya chi o man ya go mkwadu court and I'm wondering why they are not going to AG for advice because prosecution has already started but anyway it's still not bad they may want to review their charges and they are now going to AG for AG's advice on case na ye di court na ya bon kwala and kwala 9 was in purpose ni was 9 no kwadu no charges now kwaju advice say is it appropriate or we should review it as general. It has got nothing to do with Nisika na yakun won dem a pim and pim ba na check. Kwabra unu saga na abaji ni kwajili $20 million. And says Zika sanka buko beto maybe. Ana so yebre.
But Ghana why establish say ono ne dia na obi Ghana dia.
What say?
Why establish?
Oya bank
no ba
BOG.
No, have
BOG annex na won fie.
No, but I'm saying have you established that?
And I'm saying BOG annex won fie.
So what do you infer?
Bank of Ghana annex
this is lawyer. What's the inference here?
Tell my catcher na no ewo radio so Monday. My catcher was say.
Yeah.
It is very irresponsible.
Yeah.
Security wise it is absolutely wrong. So we betam security dey te sa wo fra threat man wow number 1.
Yeah.
Because can you as service at this somewhere June last year. It depends on kola ndi kan ko hu ye no one first time ko hu ye no na o nwia bi ano kan no to mudi no bi abontia am robbery bi esibia with my experience as a police officer am robbery bi esibia nya the expert no say wo twam akeke ano ba wo fie they rob you based on tips info omukuta entika kola na e ko hu ni wa nwia wo ano ko ma gang ni info ano mba wo so a o process no wo fie omuku no awia wo I'm telling you.
So security wise and what wise again?
And it is very irresponsible to say obi sabe sika sa won them. Especially on the ground say Ghana you pray sika ye die no ye legal tender enye dollars. See this near die. E die aduma ba na akoya ya wunya dollars be bi with them.
So you're trying to the special prosecutor will come in with all these rebels.
Na the area no kura chi no. Aban ya otimi ya share $1 million per constituency when dwe
but obi sika de on ya buy bosh de what
oh tie make na de asem na make na o manu nsi enti sane mo na ya na me no kuno mama no sane na o se
yeah lawyer be ku you
aban she obi a she Ghana fo nyina abo constituency ni efa
a certificate of
mo yesen
men kai dudu oni
o bada kai o bada ndi what nya kai nipa more than 30,000 ya say $1 million ya mamo ya mamo so obi ya bre aba kubo do nyese zika bi kwa mpia ma wona bu constituency ya mo anya bi thank you ko hu ma me bia ko ma yi
okay ba member call us
ne yanko
call us them
oye tam ya so can one say me oh my
yeah you see ede bibia na say be defend not everything that you defend or public life something can be legal but there's a thin line between legality and a public moral perception very important it's you know media DSC I'm taking lessons from it. I mean, it will be very difficult for anybody to think, say, we'll do $1 million legally, there's no problem. Misika edamede, many problem. or my 1 million. Okay, it's not an issue. But once you're a public officer, there's a thin line. I would have wished said the Sika, and as we sit here, nobody has proven say nobody has said so.
I don't know. So to be camera scan if you today.
One can train. There's yeah. I mean, she's been in public life for almost 30 years. From a minister, from a Badwam member of parliament to minister. It's no news. It's no news.
Because
maybe he's a politician well known as a business person.
Correct.
I mean, making the argument. Oh, he's a politician. Cecilia was a politician. Sana Kennedy a politician. But this amount of money Kennedy was. It's no news.
Because you're a businessman.
It's no news. You get the point I'm making. But me not here. You name whether Cecilia has other business interests.
One kind.
That's what I'm saying. Say, nobody's talking about say why you're born in terms of legal aspects. There's nothing. Unless it is established. But I'm saying, say, baby, issues is because of the public moral perception. Say, minister, what 1 million I want them. Am I in a bet trigger? We are there to trigger a conversation.
What's $1,000 on what's here?
Maybe. It will trigger a conversation. But Cecilia, the OBN. The kind of life I will live you all this while.
Ghana richest men.
Let me speak.
Hey.
Ghana is the for rich men. It's not everybody who speaks. But I'm saying, say, in spite of the fact, say, Onye Bonibia in terms of the law, I think, say, morally, the public perception, once you're a public figure there, you should be a little bit careful. And that's what I'm saying, say, a little bit untidy. Okay. Fortunately, in OSP, assume. Yeah, should be on the investigations.
So, at
that point,
5 hours in a kind, I can know.
That's falsehood.
That's falsehood. That's complete falsehood. And you're correct.
Oh, no, but it's trending by.
No. It's not true.
Have you not seen it? I'm not asking whether it's true or false. Have you not seen it?
No, it's not true.
You are not answering the question.
No,
have you not seen it? I've not seen it. I've seen it.
It's not true. But don't throw in and ask me whether
I'm asking you. Have you not seen that report?
The Elton John got the report to me from the special prosecutor's place. No, was nothing to that effect.
And
we are not free. Or could it be no? Or could
Ghana Web come up? Just go to Ghana Web.
About what is Ghana Web? I don't want to mistake. The Ghana Web. 5
hours from the Ghana Web. According to Ghana Web. Ghana Web. 5 hours.
Right. And we see a game park for a live draw from the national team.
Where was it?
It's here Dasipa and don't go.